Number one, I can relate to my clients. I don't sympathize with my clients. I empathize. So when my clients are telling me, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to live. I don't know how to deal with the fact that I can't walk anymore. I don't know how to cope. I understand, because I remember what it was like to be 15 years old and not be able to walk anymore. In fact, once I remember I had a client who was originally my client and switched to another lawyer, and then right before the trial came back to me because that lawyer did not understand what this person was really going through. It was just another broken limb case to that lawyer, and ultimately the amount of money that I got this person was close to 100 times as much as their attorney wanted. Whether it's a construction accident, a medical malpractice case, somebody who falls in a building, all types of accidents. There are so many different types, but whichever one it is, the first thing you want to do is make them whole. That's your job. I can't go back and make what happened to my client go away. I just can't. But what I can do is try and give them a life that's comfortable. And the only way we can do that is by monetary compensation. I mean, what does money do? Well, when a person can't get around and they now have somebody who can help them get around, drive them places, money does it. If they need a special vehicle to get where they have to go, you need money. If you need a house that's built in a special way so that it has wheelchair ramps, it's accessible, if the bathrooms are accessible to wheelchairs, that stuff costs a great deal of money. I represented a gentleman who got injured on a construction site. He tried to go back to work a couple of times, and he kept getting re-injured. And he was calling and telling me, I'm going to have to move, I'm going to have to sell the house, the kids are going to have to change school districts. The whole family was affected. But seeing him at the end and giving him his money and knowing now you can go on with your life, you don't have to torture yourself and go back to that job that you're not physically able to do. To me, worker safety is something that is sometimes ignored on the construction site because the almighty dollar comes into play. And I have made it my personal mission to stay involved and not just win a case, but make sure that the law that allows my clients to come to court stays as strong as it is. I've written articles about it where I actually was saying to the judges who have written some of their opinions that they're wrong. You're favoring money over safety, money over lives, money over health, and that's not right. I had a case once involving a child who was brain damaged. I remember why I actually got that case settled. I was standing there in the courthouse, and the lawyer was coming up to me and arguing with me. They didn't want to settle the case with me. And I turned to them, and I just looked at them, and I said to them, I've been preparing this case for years. You really don't want to get me started. This child is brain damaged, and make no mistake about it, at the end of this trial, I am going to win. And the lawyer looked at me, he left, and 2 hours later, they paid the money. They didn't come to me because they want somebody to sit there and push around pieces of paper. They came to me because they want justice. And if you're tough in court, and you know how to relate to a jury, and you know how to talk to them like what they are, which is people, you can win.